Oh, yeah, I think we're ready. We got to go quick, guys. We got to
run
in and out. In and out. Who's doing the intro?
Are you done doing your MySpace?
No, I'm on Blue Sky.
But okay.
Can we talk about Blue Sky?
I don't know what Blue Sky is, so
Blue Sky is Democratic Twitter.
that sounds so fucking gay.
I don't know who made it.
You want to pledge allegiance to the flag?
Yep, go for it. Start the pod.
Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh my God, indivisible almost got me.
Yes, and welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast. I'm your host, Justin Essemacher, alongside me with
Markus Olin.
and
Phillip Garcia.
we just want to give a huge shout out to Sunset Strip Comedy Club, where you can see us all the time. And we have a new live show coming up July 26th up in Fort Worth at the Red Room. If you weren't there the first time, this is your second chance to come see us. Great show. Be there. We're all going to be there. New surprises, hidden guests. You don't know what you're going to see. So be there. Also give a shout out to our sponsor, TEJAS TONIC.
Woo!
Get them while you can.
Get them while you can before Texas takes all the fun away.
TEJAS Tonic won't go away. They'll just go down to CBD if they have to.
There we go.
Got
They'll
it.
never go away. So use the code WETPOD for 15% off your TEJAS product at tejas.com.
TEJASTonic.com.
That's TEJASTONIC.com. Welcome back, guys. And Phillip, welcome back to the podcast. You are back from your travel abroad, the craziest stories abroad that I have heard in a long time from some traveling. It almost sounded like you traveled like Justin Essemacher. Pretty bad.
I did. I traveled exactly like you. I didn't enjoy myself one bit.
That's what's up.
That's what that means, right?
Dude, that's what being an adult grown man is. Nothing goes right, and you're just there.
Yeah.
So what happened?
It was pretty bad.
So where'd you go?
I had a corporate gig in Baltimore, and then I had a connecting flight in Atlanta on the way to Baltimore, and a connecting flight on the way back from Baltimore in Denver. So let's make that clear. That's the story baseline.
You're just flying in a big square.
Basically, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the best way I've heard it put. Big rectangle, really. It was a lot longer.
Okay.
But, I mean, if we're going to get geometry involved. But we get onto the airport, we get into the airplane in Austin at like 2:30, and then immediately they're like, it's kind of raining in Atlanta. We're going to hang out on the runway for a while. I'm like, well, it's not raining here right now, and it's supposed to rain here. That was like the story of the entire week was like, well, it's raining there, but it's about to rain here, so we should take off and then go there. And it'll probably be done raining by the time we get there. We get there. We get to Atlanta. We were supposed to get there at like 7:30.
Yeah.
We get there at 7:40. Which is fine. I have an hour and 30 minutes to make my connecting flight, right? Then they make us sit on the runway for an hour because the plane does not have a parking spot.
Oh.
Every single person on the plane was pretty much a connecting flight. It was like 2/3 connecting flights.
Yeah, it's Atlanta.
Everybody misses their connecting flight. After they tell us the entire time, run to your gate, you might have a chance to make it. One of the largest airports in the country.
Yeah.
After a certain time, because of the weather, the track wasn't working like it should have. So we're like sprinting 3/4 miles. I have like a 45-pound PA. I get to my gate, and there's just like a Delta guy sitting next to the Frontier gate. And I'm like, dude, the Frontier flight leave? He's like, oh, they left a long time ago. And I was like, oh,
Is
what
that
the
who you were
fuck?
flying as Frontier? So you're flying Frontier Airlines.
Well, then I go to Frontier. I had to leave the airport to go talk to a Frontier person where they tell me my flight will be refunded, right? My 2 flight will be refunded. Haven't gotten that yet. But they go, I was like, well, how do I get to Baltimore? I have a gig at, 7 a.m. the next day in Baltimore. That's why I was going there. I was supposed to be sleeping in a hotel right now in Baltimore to wake up at 6 a.m. to get to a gig.
Yeah.
And they're like, our earliest flight is at 7:44 a.m. And I was like, well, fuck you. I was like, refund my flight. 2, I want my return flight though. Do not agree to my return flight. Yeah. Cancel the return flight.
They canceled your
I was like, undo that.
Oh my God.
Undo that. And then I have to take out a credit card. I already have a credit card, but I had to take out my credit card and buy a $187 flight one-way Spirit 6 a.m. from Baltimore or from Atlanta to Baltimore. I get there at 7:30. Gig starts at 8. I put a $20 bill on my Uber's dash and I say, drive like you've never driven before. It's a 30-minute ride from the airport.
Wow.
And we get there with like 15 minutes to spare.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Then it's my first time as a lead for this corporate gig.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be, and then I had to train 2 guys, not 1. And then that was like 6 hours, flash in the bucket, back to the Baltimore airport to make my 4:30 flight.
Damn.
Then I get to Baltimore and they go, it's raining in Denver. We're going to hang out here for a while.
Oh.
This is where it gets crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They put us on and off that plane 3 times.
That's
Whoa.
They put us on the plane for 2 hours and they go, we can legally deboard you now or deplane you. And I was like, okay. So we all get off and they're like, an hour goes by and they're like,
what do they mean legally deboard?
they're not allowed to let you off the plane unless the plane's been sitting for like 2 hours or something like that. So now it's, 6:30. They go, come back at 7:30. We're going to be ready to fly. We get back at 7:30. They do the exact same thing again. You can get off now. And they just leave the terminal open. At one point, I was just walking in between the terminal and my airplane seat, like it was a mall. And the people in Frontier were so overwhelmed that they didn't even notice me just like casually walking in and out of my flight. And then we take off at 11:30 p.m. Sat in the airport for about 8 hours. And then they land us and they tell us, do not worry. Half this crew on this Frontier flight is from Austin and the pilots themselves are from Austin. If you're on the connecting flight to Austin, we will be going back to Austin tonight. And then we fly into Denver and they sit for like 30 minutes on the runway again until the pilots time out. So they have to they can't fly a plane anymore. They've been up for too long.
Yeah.
They go, your connecting flight now is back at 6 a.m. So now I'm sleeping at Denver for 5 hours.
And this is still Frontier.
Not sleeping in Denver. Yeah, it's still Frontier.
Jeez.
And then at 6 a.m. they flew me back to Austin in an empty plane. Me and like 8 other people.
Dude, I fly from Michigan. They de-ice the wings, but you guys can't fly in some rain.
You know what it is,
Yeah.
Phil?
That's what I said. I told everyone on the plane I was cracking jokes for like basically a 20-hour stand-up special. I was like, every time they delay this flight due to rain, I doubt the moon landing more and more.
Yeah.
Like if we can't fly a plane through rain, what the fuck makes you think we walked on the moon?
And you're at the Denver airport, which
Yeah.
is full of demons and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the
That's the haunted
personal
airport.
haunted.
And you know what it is? It's you flew Frontier.
Oh yeah.
When Frontier shows up to an airport, of course there's no parking spot available for Frontier.
Yeah,
They're
they
the
treat 'em-
lowest totem pole.
They treat them like a redheaded stepchild.
They have a separate airport in Austin.
Yeah, I went to that. That's where I
The
didn't
South Terminal is only Frontier.
Yeah,
That
dude,
makes
I
it
never
feel like
wanted
it's
to
gonna be
go.
like, oh, look at us, a little catered experience. We had our own little
No, it's like
airport.
the worst experience. They suck. And now that you went through that, yeah, they're terrible. Frontier, shut down.
Frontier is like going to a regional airport.
It's like going to like the Dollar Tree.
It's like Frontier, we'll get you there when we get you there.
Frontier is basically like, yeah, we put wings on this Greyhound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically exactly what
They
it
just
is.
Better
drive
enjoy
through
it.
highways. They just drive in a highway.
Yeah, we had Ron put a turbo on the Greyhound and slap some wings on it. It's all
Honestly, that'd be better. That might be better than Frontier, man. I'm sorry that happened to you.
That sucks. I just don't understand. I don't comprehend how they said it was raining somewhere else, but they couldn't fly where it was dry.
That's why we stayed in Baltimore so long. They were like, it's raining in Denver. We can't.
How
leave
long of a
here."
flight was it?
And then by the time they go at 7, when they go, okay, we can finally leave Baltimore. It starts pouring rain in Baltimore.
Dude.
And I was like, y'all waited for the storm to get from Denver to here. Shit.
The worst part about the whole thing, man, is like it wasn't bad in either of the places you were going to. It was only the middle grounds.
Yeah.
It was all the connecting areas that were fucking it up.
I
man.
was worried though. I was worried to be in Baltimore, like in this capital, because
Why?
all the shit popping off. It was like the day before No Kings protest day, and I was like, oh, of course you're stuck in the nation's capital area, like in the middle of a fucking nuclear war threat and a fucking civil disobedience
place to
nightmare.
be? The
There's a
safest
nuclear
place in the
war
country.
threat.
Yeah, welcome.
Also, I just the
Do we
No
have
Kings.
time?
Hey guys, just let you know the No Kings protest. There hasn't been kings in a long time, so
Buddy, they don't have time. They've been doing this for like 1,000 years. There's no kings or whatever.
Yeah, you want to know about the war thing?
sure. I didn't know there was a nuclear
We got
threat.
time? Well, there's always a nuclear threat. It's just like
But yeah,
really
but I didn't know
scary.
like has someone been threatening it more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iran. Sorry, Iran.
Iran?
Before we do that,
They're gonna make us run away.
Mhm.
I was gonna say I slept like 3 hours and all of that because airports and shit. And then I got back to Austin on Saturday at 9, slept for 4 hours, woke up, shot a comedy special,
Mhm.
and then after that went and got tear gassed at the No Kings protest.
Ah.
Those are the
so
craziest-
let's get into that.
Craziest 72 hours of my life.
Wow.
Dude, that's like Well, I'm not sleeping now. I got tear gas in my eyes.
It's pretty much what it was like.
Jeez.
That sucks. What were you doing?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Why'd
what
you
were
get tear gassed?
Yeah, why'd you get tear gassed?
We got done with the special around 9, JJ?
Man, it was that rough of a special.
Yeah.
Huh? I think.
No. It was fun. It was a good taping. It wasn't say it's a special. It's a taping, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But
I had my ankle taped.
the protest was from 3 to 8. We showed up at 9:30 because we heard that it was still kind of going and they were marching peacefully. And, our friend was there, called us and was like, it's a good time. Everyone's dancing. The cops are like, it's all good. They're having a good time.
So they get you.
And then we show up, and then within 15 minutes, we were corralled by police.
Yeah, that checks
and then
out.
tear gassed in an alleyway.
What time was this?
10?
10?
Yeah.
And the protest started when?
It was about 10 because we made it back for the 9 o'clock sunset show at the very end. So we got there before 10:30. Back.
Yeah,
to
you were
sunset.
there, and I saw you guys.
So yeah, there's a
With
whole
tear
video
gas.
on WTF that kind of highlights what actually happened and how
Because I called ICE at about 10:15, so it makes
Terrifying.
sense that they got you about 10.
no ICE was there.
No ICE?
It was
They asked you.
state troopers and
Oh.
local law enforcement.
Whoa.
Yep.
Damn.
Probably on a list now or something like that.
Are
Well,
you?
you were there as a journalist, though.
Yeah.
Freedom of the press.
Doesn't matter. They don't care anymore.
Yeah. That's a bummer, man.
People are all slugs now to the government.
Well, it's funny because that's true. It just seems like because the protest was put on, like it was advertised to be like, hey, come protest, right? And then
Yeah.
they said it was a peaceful protest, and then all of a sudden they're like, now it's unlawful. That's
Yeah.
I remember you saying like it went from peaceful, and then the cops. I saw the video. They were yelling out, "This is unlawful protest. You better clear the
dispersed
streets."
now, and then they trapped us in an alleyway on all 4 sides.
Damn.
And wouldn't let us leave. And then they were like, we'll tear gas them now.
Yeah, now they can leave.
And I was sitting there going, this is actually the craziest frontier flight I've ever been on.
Damn,
when
I
is
wish
this plane going to take off?
Man,
This is getting out of hand.
Man, I wish it would have been raining because then they wouldn't have tear gas. It couldn't happen then.
What does it taste like?
Like chemical spice.
Chemical spice.
It burns. It burns like
Yeah.
you been pepper sprayed?
No.
No.
It's like pepper spray, but like more misty in the air. It's like more aerated. So
like
it like
holistic.
just kind of like hitting you.
Yeah.
So it's just everywhere.
Yeah, you breathe it in and then you go, ooh. And then you breathe in and you go, oh. And then you go, oh, oh, oh. And then the people around you, and then everyone's like, okay, fuck, okay.
Sounds like that
Dude,
one
sounds-
Screamo song.
It's like,
They tell everyone to take deep breaths, apparently, because it's like, it makes you.
Come on,
Yeah.
get down with the tear gas.
If
That's
they would have
awesome.
done it, like, if they would have shot, like, whatever the hell they shot, double,
The
there
rubber
would have been
bullets?
like 150,
Yeah.
200 people just like in fetal position on the ground.
Damn,
pretty bad.
Should have started smoking a joint, man. What are they going to do?
At that point, might as well shoot up, get arrested with a needle in my arm.
Woo. What did
So
you?
were
And
you
what did
close?
you learn? Sorry.
oh, yeah. What did you learn?
That we aren't free people anymore.
Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
that's why we said it up front.
That's right. So they didn't know we were good people.
We're good people. I got my passport in the mail. I'm legal, dude.
That's amazing. I don't have a passport. I just have a Texas ID. So, wait. So, shit. Damn it. I was going to ask you
I'm
something.
sorry. I messed that up.
No, it's about how you felt. Oh, how close were you to cops? Did you get close to any cops, or did any cops threaten to like arrest you or whatever? Were you close enough to like? Did you get scared?
I mean, we were pretty spaced out from them until they started to walk down the line to condense us.
Mm.
And at one point, they got pretty close to our backside on the alleyway cutoff. And then I never got too close to law enforcement because you don't get close to law enforcement. They're just like whacking people with fucking batons. if they
Exactly.
get too
Yeah.
close.
But I was wondering if they got close to you or something.
I mean, not like within my arm's reach proximity, but
Crazy.
there was also like 100 people packed around me like sardines. So I'm sure some of them were right next to cops.
That makes sense.
I was yelling at the cops at one point because it was like infuriating. You start to realize you're like, what the fuck is this? You're like, this is crazy. This is like the way they did it was like, it was just strange. You're like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? We're all like, tell us to disperse, bring in the bicycle cops, tell everyone who needs to split up now. Don't lock everyone in an alleyway and then throw tear gas down. It's
Well,
just
let me ask you
weird.
this: would you do it again?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Might leave at 8. But
Yeah.
the only reason this protest even went past 8 is because there was right-wing violent threats on the peaceful protests from 3 to 8,
Oh.
and they were credible threats, so they disbanded the protest, the legal protest early. At that point, the protesters said, we're not going to be
There was threats. What kind of threats? Like people were going to come
violence.
hunt them down?
Yeah, and then the protest was like, well, fuck that. Like, we're not going to be like upended by the threat of violence. So they decided to peacefully march throughout the city, and that's when APD was like, this is an unlawful gathering.
What was the craziest thing you seen besides the tear gas? Obviously that was bad, but was there anything crazier?
Them running when we went down the street, it's like Guadalupe and Congress were the two avenues leading towards the Capitol.
Yeah.
And then the only thing that was, we were like going down that street, that midsection, and the alleyways are on each side. And originally everyone started turning left down that alleyway towards the Capitol. That was the goal. Get back towards the Capitol, I guess, fence or whatever it was, City Hall. And then as soon as we get to the end of that drive to get into that parking garage to like leave that area, a fucking police truck, like armored police truck, just like starts barreling down that alleyway. So like the entire crowd turns and runs, like 100 people in a full sprint because they feel like we're going to get trampled down by police officers in a vehicle. And then we started going the other alleyway, and they wait for us to get to the other end of that alleyway, and they close down like tire strips, when they throw down like strips to pop tires. It's like they waited. They were like waiting to hear footsteps, and they just like pop, like element of surprise. And then they started marching in on both sides to condense us into like that little tiny area.
Damn, dude. You got.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, wow, we came out 15 minutes ago. We didn't think. JJ kind of called it. He's like, it feels like we're kind of being corralled. And then watching other people's pieces, they were like, yeah, they're about to flank their ass. But we didn't know that. We were sitting there singing and chanting.
Yeah.
Just happened all of a sudden.
Jeez.
Thank God our friend was there because, or she said, thank God we came. Because he was like, if I was by myself when that happened, I would have been like, I don't know what the fuck. Because like not even 20 minutes ago, we were on the phone with her. She was saying, come on down. It's a good time. Everyone's having a good time.
He's having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about to throw tear gas. It's about we're about to spice this up a little bit.
There's love in the air. We're having a great time. They're dancing to cumbia, salsa, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
Think about what's important to you.
And then I've been seeing those videos of the people getting deported, the people trying to like stop the cars and stuff. And I look at all these videos and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm watching Handmaid's Tale, and this is pretty close to Handmaid's Tale.
I think I gotta watch that because you guys keep talking about it.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, it's obviously a dramatized thing of where they take over. America gets taken over by Gilead, which are these God-barren people who only think that God leads the way, but the way it's really about power. They tear families apart. They tear
Women
apart from their husbands and kids. And if you're not like one of those special people, those high up rich people that are very powerful, if you're not Elon Musk or whatever, you get taken away, your kid gets taken away, your kid goes to a rich parents who they can take care of the kids. Yeah. And then that mom becomes the handmaid who's a woman who can still bear kids. So then she gets put into a house, and then the powerful man who's like the commander, they would call it, the commander is supposed to impregnate them and do a ceremony. And it's just like,
I want to be a commander.
But it's just like separating families, just like not whatever, but the people are not happy about it and they're trying to fight back.
Essentially, if America fell into a far-right evangelical government style and then also at the same time was combating a nuclear war.
Dude,
so it's kind of like what's going on right now.
Yeah, thank God that's not the reality, right?
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here submitting Justin to ICE.
Really? You can just do that.
Yeah, you can.
They're going to see Essenmacher and be like,
please don't do that.
He's German. Come and get him.
Come and get him.
Reporting you two, Markus.
Hey, send me that link. Yeah. Report me, dude.
As you have Garcia on your laptop and he's putting us to ICE.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Here, what are your crimes? Child exploitation and pornography? Or student violations, including OPT? Maybe you're a fugitive criminal alien?
Ooh.
I think you're...
What is OTP?
Get you with narcotic smuggling.
What's going on?
I'm going to deport your ass.
This is too
just
real.
to see if it happens.
Deport Justin, who doesn't have a passport and has never left the country, dude.
Weapon smuggling.
That would be a great movie, dude. Like
that would happen to me.
It's like
dude.
Harold and Kumar.
Don't do it. Don't even think about it.
Justin in El Salvador. Dude, they wouldn't know what to do with Justin in El Salvador, dude.
He's a fugitive criminal alien. His address, I got that. This is crazy.
You put Justin in a El Salvadorian prison, dude, they're going to be like, who is the goose man?
Yeah, dude. I'm going to take
Justin as like a fucking kingpin
Yeah,
in a
dude.
foreign prison.
He's gonna legit run that shit just by being the goose.
Hey, you guys know what Twinkies are? I got those on commissary all day.
You
Dude.
guys know what Twinkies are.
Oh my God, sí, señor.
The Essenmacher commissary.
Yeah, dude.
It's just
I'm trading up
and
Twinkies
shit,
for fucking.
This guy's got an espresso machine in his fucking cell.
He's bitching at his cellmate like, you got to clean up your corner, man.
Did you turn off my alarm this morning? I didn't make it to the yard on time because of you.
The yard cast, dude. He just would get a podcast going at the prison in El Salvador.
It's just him and 2 tin cans tied to a string, and him and his fucking cell.
It's him and two
everybody
guys who don't speak English, man.
Yeah.
I would be like, see, good morning.
Good morning, El Salvador.
The Essenmacher guy has a beautiful voice, the voice of an angel. He's just in there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, I would get us to rise up. We'd overtake the prison.
You would be a fun
We'd take
prisoner.
we'd take all the guards. We'd make them our prisoners. We wouldn't even leave. You know what? We wouldn't leave. We'd make the guards our prisoners and then show them what it's like and be like, do
Do
you
I
like
need to
this?
leave? I got a roof over my head. This place is huge.
That's true.
TEJAS.
No more, which one?
Either one.
No more rent.
No more rent.
Hey, no more rent, and you cook the food for me? Dude, sounds like a win-win.
One of the funniest old men I know one time said, we asked him, like, he's always kind of like a laborer, you know?
Yeah.
Responsible guy, but a laborer nonetheless. What are you going to do? And what's like your retirement plan? We'll call him like Mr. Jared for this. Mr. Jared, what you doing for retirement? He go, I'm going to rob a bank. He's like, if you get away with it, retirement. If you don't, 3 square meals and health insurance every single day.
Yeah, that is crazy. I haven't had health insurance and I don't know how long.
They got rid of mine. I didn't know. I haven't had health insurance in like 6 months.
What do you mean
That's
they
how'd
got rid of it?
I guess I did not qualify to have health insurance through.
Made too much money?
There's no way that's possible.
Well, there is a way. It's kind of crazy if you go to the government and you like, I need help. I can't afford something. Like, well, you actually make $100 more than what we can do. So, good luck.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. The people that the government helps certain things, and the people that need the help, it's crazy.
I have dental insurance. I pay $22 a month for.
Is it good?
I'm waiting for it to mature a year because that's when it gets good.
So, what are you growing a fucking plant?
Basically, in your first year of dental insurance, they cover like essentially up to $400 worth of appointments, $500 worth of appointments, no actual procedures, and some cleanings.
What the fuck
But
is that?
If your teeth are fucked up, dentist won't be like, we're not going to clean your teeth because you need to have this tooth removed, and we're not going to like clean the teeth.
We're not going to clean your teeth.
But after my
I mean, we're gonna
insurance
let them
gets a
get
year,
dirtier,
they
so-
cover like $1,500, and
That's a good way to get more money out of your patients, though. If you don't, hey, you know that sore in your mouth? Yeah, we're going to let it grow, infest your entire mouth. Then we can get a lot more money when you come back to us. We can't clean your mouth right now. It smells too bad.
yeah.
Insurance might be the most frustrating thing.
It's insane that they even allowed it.
Any
still
insurance,
can't-
not even
yes.
health. I'm just talking any
Healthcare
insurance.
does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ozempic does,
Yeah.
which is a big comorbidity factor.
What does it say? What?
Ozempic
Yeah,
is a big comorbidity, or helps with the comorbidity factor of being overweight.
I never heard of that
But
word.
as we know it,
comorbidity.
as we grew up, like going to the doctor, that just doesn't exist anymore.
So
you can't go.
comorbidity is like
Things that cause death.
things that help cause death. So like being really fat might not have killed you, but you had a heart attack,
It didn't help.
and the heart attack happened partially because you're fat as fuck. So the obesity is like, yeah, you didn't die of obesity, you died of a heart attack, but the obesity was like
Being cigarette smoker,
yeah.
like anything like that.
Yeah, I have that. I do a lot of that.
You got cigarettes? Oh, comorbidity.
Comorbidity. I got
Yeah,
a
you
lot
be
of that.
drinking, man.
It's not the only thing.
Well, when you can't get health insurance
Might well
or you
start
can't
drinking.
get health care, fuck, man.
What
you know
else?
what I did on the air? You know what I did on those airplanes at 6 a.m.? They walked that cart by 6 in the morning. Y'all serve liquor this early? Yeah, we do. Nuh-uh. Yeah. All right.
What'd
I'll
you
take
drink?
2
What'd you
Buffalo
get?
Traces.
Oh, 2 Buffalo Traces in the
6
mini
a.m.
bottles?
Dude, I know myself. I know my body. I was like,
Yeah.
you can sleep for 45 minutes and wake up in the worst condition of your life and go try to do this corporate event, or you can trick your brain into thinking we're boot and rallying.
yeah.
And I was like, let's do that. That was fun. That's why when I got into that Uber, I slapped a $20 bill on the fucking dash like I was somebody.
Yeah.
Get us to the fucking golf course now.
It's funny that we think like 20 is a lot now.
It is to an Uber driver.
It is.
Especially
Yeah, I'll do anything for $20.
Mhm.
$20 extra?
Anything?
Pretty much. I'll drive faster.
The dollar is worth nothing anymore. Just
It
suck
isn't.
dick for free.
It is crazy when people.
Dick for free.
It is
Put
crazy.
that on a shirt.
Dude, I still get tips.
Suck
I still get a tip of $1 and I look at the person. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, thanks, I
Dude,
guess.
I save every little dollar I get, man.
Here's
Well, I
a
say
clip
the
for you.
dollar, but I'm just saying it's just it's not what people think it is.
You know what I did
They
at
used to
HEB?
say $20 is $20, which was like the
Yeah.
innuendo for like, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Yeah.
And then like because of inflation, it should be like, I'm not gay, but $100 is $100.
Yeah.
$100 is where
But
a 20
now
used to be.
we're at the state now where it's like the American dollar is worth nothing. Just suck the dick for free and have
Yeah.
a good time.
Mm.
At least you're having a good time.
A good time.
At least you're enjoying. At least you're doing
Yeah,
something.
you're doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
but if you love the game of sucking dick, I don't think the $20 or $100 was ever a factor, right? You just wanted to suck a dick.
I mean, if you're gonna, I'll take $100 to do anything.
I'll take a blowjob for free. Who's out here sucking dick for free?
What if I hate getting blowjobs? Pay me $100 to have a blowjob? I'd like it.
Yeah, if you're paying me, oh man, this sucks. Oh man, and you.
I
But
don't
you
think
gave me. I
anyone's
guess
ever been paid to get
Mhm.
their dick sucked.
probably
That's not true.
porn stars. Boom.
Apart
God.
from porn.
Oh,
No.
oh,
They're
no,
not-
apart
they're-
from porn.
And here, let me
Oh,
throw
now you
this
sound
out
like
there.
the government.
Let me
dude.
throw this out there. The
Okay.
guy getting his dick sucked is getting paid less than the chick sucking the dick.
But he's getting paid no other way. That's what you
You're
asked.
gonna tell me there's not some like risque female billionaire out there who hasn't paid like Channing Tatum to let her suck his cock?
Fair point.
That's true. There are women that pay juggalos.
Man, juggalo.
How to say, our president paid another billionaire a bunch of money to go to an island and fuck kids. So
Yeah.
why is that not possible?
That's true. He even got an island. See what dicks I can get. You can get an island.
Just a bunch of miserable dudes on a paradise island be like, oh, I have to get my dick sucked again. I'm making so much more money than I've ever had. I'm tired of getting my cock drained by these whores.
Well, you know what's crazy is those guys probably went to the island and the whole time they're like, I need signal. I need to check my fucking stocks and all my businesses
Yeah.
and stuff. It's like you're here on vacation to have sex with kids. Stop worrying about your fucking businesses for a weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could have
But-
left the watch at home, man.
Yeah, but that's their mentality. They
Right.
can't get out of that, man. That's that
Right.
hustle mindset, dude. That's why when I was at HEB, I was going to tell you, I was at the HEB, I had $1 and then I had like 75 cents in my wallet. It
Yeah.
was like an $80 bill, but I still used the dollar and then to put 75 cents in. And then there were 2 pennies left over in there. So
Ooh.
put those 2 in there.
Oh,
and then
man.
I looked at the
Then
register,
2 pennies.
the self checkout next to me. There were 2 pennies in there. So I took those 2 pennies. Boom.
You save 4 pennies?
I saved four
I
free
don't even
cents.
think 4 cents is actually. That's not. You save negative.
I saved 4 cents. What are you talking
I
about?
feel
You know
like-
the economy's getting bad when you clean your house. You pick up like 5 quarters and you're like, God damn, I paid myself to clean the house today.
Mhm.
Yeah,
$1.25.
dude. I was just. We talked about giving change to the fast food workers.
Oh, yeah.
So I went and got coffee the other day,
Smart.
and I had cash, and he said it was, what was it? 36 cents. It was 13.36. Okay,
For coffee?
I got 2 coffees,
coffees.
Marcus. It's not just regular coffee. It was
Still insane.
It was a
Okay,
latte.
go ahead. No,
That's
go
a
ahead.
normal price actually for
Don't
if
you
you
have
go to
2
a
coffee
place.
machines at home?
Hey, we were out of coffee, so I went and got coffee.
How much a bag of coffee cost?
Bag of coffee is actually expensive. That's moved up too, actually.
$13.
The coffee that I get, like the Starbucks, it's like $9.70, dude. It used to be like $8. Now it's already that's inflated. And
Beef-
bad coffee is inflated too. Coffee beans are going up. Swear to God,
Well, they're imported.
they're cheap coffee and it's so expensive. It's retarded.
You've seen beef jerky recently?
That's
It's
expensive
like
too.
$92 for a bag of beef jerky.
Yeah, dude, and it's the worst kind too. But so what happens? So I hand the guy a 20,
Okay.
and I look down in my chain in my car, and I was
You've
like,
seen one of these?
I had a quarter, a dime, and a nickel. That's 40 cents. He said it's 36. So I handed him the 20, the 40 cents. And I go, I don't need the penny. He goes, you sure? Then, of course, he sat there, dude, for 3 minutes
Trying to figure out what.
trying to figure out. And he's like, it's 36. And I'm like, yeah, I gave you 40.
664.
And I gave him, yeah. So I gave him the coin.
Did he quit?
No. He goes, you didn't give me enough. And I'm like, what? I gave you enough. I gave you
I
40.
gave you a $20 bill, numbskull.
Yeah, and I gave him the coins. All he had to do was just give me cash back. He's like, you didn't give me enough coins.
You should just start telling people you already paid, not give them any money.
I honestly think I could do that.
I found out
It just pissed me off. I'm just like, dude, I did the math. And I look at Jordan, I go, I gave him 40 cents, right? And she goes, yeah. And I go, so what's going on?
Was this drive-through?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm looking at her and I'm just like, what is going on? And she's like, Justin, calm down. And I'm like, no, I gave this the whole principle. I gave him the 40 cents. He said 36. So I gave him another quarter. That fucking blew his mind.
I just ask for industry discount everywhere I go now, too. It's a new life hack of mine. Whenever I go, you got an industry discount? No.
They
what,
do
what
have industry
discounts do you have? Can I see the screen? Maybe it fits me. Hey,
Can I see your discount
can I see
menu?
the discount menu? I know you
That's
have one back
crazy,
there.
dude.
Dude, I remember working at CVS and they would give out those coupons, dude. If you go to CVS, just a little snippet, whatever product you get, the coupon doesn't have to be for it almost. If it was like a $2 value, just put a product down and scan it. People would just give coupons. I wouldn't even give a shit to be expired. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with you. Beep, 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 beep. Scan all the coupons. I don't give a shit. And then I go to CVS now, and none of these kids don't even know how to ring up things. It takes so long. I don't know what it is. With every job I've had, and I go back to the jobs, I'm like, how do you have this job? And how are you this bad at it? How did you get the job?
Walmart added back cashiers, and they fucked up my deodorant. You weren't here for that, but I went in, had to get deodorant unlocked from the shelf. Then I go back after I'm escorted from the deodorant to the cashier, and they lock it up again. Like they lock it up so the cashier has to unlock it. I pay for it. And at the end of my purchase, she goes, oh my God, I forgot to unlock the deodorant. She walks away to get the deodorant unlocked. She brings it back. And now I don't know where that deodorant's at. I paid $12.86 for. And it's just like, yeah, I lost the deodorant because it was a 4-step fucking process to get the deodorant purchased.
Yeah.
And now I was telling Marcus I have to go back to Walmart and request a refund for something that never left the store.
That's insane. That's crazy. Now, like deodorant, I bought spray paint from Walmart. That's locked up. That makes sense. Spray paint's locked up. The deodorant is more expensive than the spray paint, which is crazy. And then you have to find a worker. And then you ask workers, and there's never anybody in Walmart that knows how to work. They're fucking all retarded. But then you get them and you're like, hey, can someone help me? Did you hit the buzzer? Yeah, I've hit it 5 times. Hit it 5 times.
Oh, I went to buy a screwdriver the other day, and you thought I asked to fuck one of their wives.
Yeah. And then they come over.
I mean,
and they open
it is
the thing.
it is a screwdriver, though.
Yeah,
Come
come
on
on.
now. Why are you guys going to Walmart?
I did ask
It's
why.
cheaper.
I said,
I did spray paint.
I got the deodorant, and I go, is the shampoo locked up too? She goes, no, they don't try to steal that. I go, who's they? Who is they? And also, what do you, like, you're telling me the people who have the conscientious effort to steal the deodorant so they don't smell bad also aren't like my scalp itches?
Well,
What are you
It's
talking
bald people. I steal deodorant.
Bald people are still deodorant. Is that who they are? Is
it's
bald people?
That's why we don't steal the shampoo, bud.
The thing is locked up. Is the
Buddy, you want some cheap deodorant? Come over to my place.
sunscreen.
You get
I got
deodorant.
stockpiles. You probably have that old deodorant too. I bet you used like an old man deodorant.
Nice.
What
Which
deodorant do you think I use?
Stetson or some shit.
No.
Stetson? It's a hat.
It's also a cologne.
You probably use like Old Spice.
No.
I
Is
use
it
Old Spice
cheaper?
brand, but I don't get the original Old Spice. I use the one that smells good.
Cheaper or more expensive?
He was cheap. It's Marcus. It's cheap.
It's the cheapest, but it's
deodorant.
aluminum free.
Speed stick.
No.
Oof.
It's aluminum free and it's
Yeah.
cheap.
Irish Springs.
Arm and Hammer.
Ew.
Oh,
Get out of here.
that's the
dude.
single mom deodorant. Dude.
is, dude.
We used to use Arm & Hammer laundry detergent.
Yeah.
Just-
Great company.
Dude.
You get the arm and the hammer. You kidding me?
They had like the sickle and the scythe and the
The nail and the
What
sickle
is
or
it that-
whatever.
What do you
Hammer.
hammer and scythe.
Marcus, what do you splurge on like that you like? Is there something that you really like that you splurge on? Like you're like, it doesn't matter if it's like off brand or do you have any of those things
Yeah.
that you like that you get no matter how much?
Like I don't cut corners on bacon.
I can't do it on coffee. I realize I try to cut corners on coffee. I bought really bad HEB coffee and it pisses me
under
off
my
every time I drink it.
recommendation.
Name a thing, I'll tell you if I get the off brand or not.
No, just do you have a thing?
I can't think of it.
I know what you get off brand everything that you get.
I get the Hill Country Fair bacon.
For you.
Nice.
It's great. Shut up.
Hill Country Fair is the worst brand you can get at any store.
It is the cheapest brand, and it's
Exactly.
actually pretty good quality.
Either paper plates rip.
Yeah,
Love eating off of them.
they actually they rip in half when you
Don't eat anything Hill Country Fair off of them, but I do like eating Hill Country Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, so the bacon's off brand. The decaf coffee is off brand. I'll get the. You know what I had the other day,
Off-brand decaf. That's
Off-brand
double
decaf.
off-brand
So it's like
coffee.
a double bad cup of coffee, dude.
and it's great. Just black with an ice cube. You know what I got the other day? HEB brand caffeine-free Diet Coke.
Yeah, that they're now
I'm gonna
HEB
have
soda's
ice
the
to
best.
support you.
man,
That's all, I think it tastes better than Diet Coke. I'm talking. That's not the question I asked you. Do you have
Kinda
anything that you splurge on?
Yeah, HEB brand caffeine-free Diet Coke.
The $5?
No.
Breakfast cereals?
I don't eat cereal.
It's $5 for a 12-pack.
Yeah, but I got a 2-liter for $1.97.
Oh, you get the 2-liter?
Okay, here's something I
Ew.
splurged on the other day. Frozen pizza, right?
Oh.
I was going to get the 428, the cheap HEB brand one.
There you
right?
go.
Oh, okay.
You know what I got instead?
But-
Motor City Pizza Company.
Ooh,
That's
like
actually
that.
very fancy.
$7.50.
That's
Yeah,
actually a very
yeah,
fancy one.
exactly.
It's not a fancy one.
Yeah, it is a fancier one.
It's better than the.
Yeah.
The
The
HEB
HEB one.
pizza's
You know,
great.
if I get
Yeah, the
if I want to go
ready-to-bake
to,
ones
I
are
just
good.
get the Red Barons if I want to go cheap frozen pizza. There's a certain thing with that. That's nostalgic. Get Red Baron.
I like Freshetta.
That's Jordan's favorite. I don't like. I mean, it's good,
got
but
a
it's
good
not my
crust and a
favorite.
good-
Well,
good-
my thing is, my nostalgia is off-brand. So
Ever since I've known him,
My
I've never had a.
nostalgia is off
I don't think I've ever known the coffee that Marcus has ever made me. It's always been the store.
yeah, it's store brand. It's the cheapest one. It's the big canister, like the one that you
Oh,
would
yeah.
bury a body in.
I know.
It's basically it's an urn of coffee.
I know.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? It gets the job done. Let me guess. You want it to taste like
Tastes
a
good.
fucking $14 latte that you get the wrong change for.
No, dude, it's just better coffee does taste better.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know, especially as
buddy.
a grown man.
I know. I'm drinking it black.
I'm drinking it black too. This is black coffee right here.
Okay.
But it's
is the
Starbucks brand,
And
and
it's
straight.
Starbucks brand. Yeah, yeah. And it's that good. It's that much better.
It's way better.
Okay.
My grandma, she grew up with Maxwell house coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat a cup of Maxwell. I'm like, Grandma, you can. You
Yeah,
totally-
the off-brand
Folgers,
HEB,
too.
it's cheaper. Folgers is not even the cheapest.
Folgers is not,
If it was, I'd get it, but it's not, so I don't.
but Folgers is better than. Well, that's where it gets all starting the same.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But if it's
So
all
you
the
didn't-
same, why don't I save $1? It's not your money. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm making you drink the
So
shit.
that's why I was just wondering. I have drank your shit though. I have had to drink it.
You should have been
I
happy.
have had to drink it.
You've had. Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been over his house. I remember the summer that I stayed at your house all the time. I was drinking. What was the brand? It was.
I don't
It was a
remember.
yellow cup. It was a yellow. It was.
Oh, dude, the yellow one? Are you kidding? That one's really good. Have you ever had that? The Cafe Bustelo?
Yeah,
It's like Cuban shit.
that's like espresso ground, though, right?
That was the
Yeah,
fanciest
that
you
shit
know.
is
That was the
that'll
fanciest.
nuke your ass. Yeah. Fuck you, man. That's good stuff.
I like caffeine.
I love caffeine.
I've been pretty much off the caffeine. I've been feeling good.
It's best not to. I haven't been drinking much of it either lately.
He's been clean for like I don't know how long, and
Makes
it's
me
annoying
sweat
me.
at night.
It annoys me how clean you are.
You know what I had this morning?
What?
Hard-boiled eggs, a couple pieces of bacon. Went to give my new license plate, and then came home, made a kale shake. Pretty good. Feeling good. Haven't pooped in 4 days, but I'm feeling good.
You haven't pooped in. How have you
I'm
not?
kidding.
Jesus
I'm kidding.
I was like, "There's no way you haven't pooped." Like
I'm kidding.
that meal makes me have to poop.
Yeah.
Want to poop.
Have to
It's a cool
wanna
shirt.
Poop. Have to poop, want to poop.
Have to poop. Want to poop. I didn't get to poop. I
Have to
woke up
poop,
too
wanna
late.
poop, get to poop.
Get to poop.
Blessed every time.
Blessed. Every
Blessed.
time, dude.
I honestly, I hate. You never be like eating the food the night prior because you're like drunk or high. You're like, man, this is all so good, but tomorrow I know I'm gonna be hurting. Like it's gonna be the worst day.
That's why, dude, if you're going to get high and eat a bunch of food, just make it healthy food. Just make a bunch of fucking ground beef and shit and chicken or something.
Now I gotta make the food and I'm high.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah.
You're
No, go spend more money on
yeah,
bad food.
Whataburger disappointing almost every time.
No, you're not ordering right.
No, I order right. I'm just telling you this, Texas. You guys, I remember coming here. I've talked about Whataburger.
But that's what blows my mind. It's like you don't want to eat the fast food. You don't want to interact with the people who work at the fast food, but God forbid you make it at home.
We made
What are you
tortellini at
talking
home
about?
yesterday.
Right?
We went and bought, it was like an $8 for a tortellini thing, and then we got some sauce and some Italian sausage and made a nice little dish.
And
Yeah.
it's great.
we cook it
It's
home
not
all
healthy,
the time.
though. It's better than I guess.
I
fast
just
food.
said if you're going to get high and eat a bunch of food, just cook some healthy food.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, I got to cook it.
I would eat like
That
a
was
bear.
the joke,
Okay.
Marcus.
I went over my head. Went over my bald, stupid head.
I would eat like a bear if I could. Just little berries and nuts and pieces of
And
deli
people
meats.
that piss you off.
and pieces of smoked fish.
Yeah, bears are eating deli meats.
Yeah, they are. They like processed foods. Everyone knows that. I'd be a cool bear. Imagine
You'd be
seeing
a
bear.
cool bear.
Imagine seeing a bear with long hair up top,
Yeah, dude.
smoking a joint.
Yeah.
not only catching the fish, but like fucking with them. I got you. Like,
Dude,
I got you.
I'm just fucking Smokey the Care Bear over here, dude.
Yeah.
Cut their bodies in half. I'm just
Only
messing with
you can be chill as hell, dude.
I'm just carving intricate things into
Yeah.
things.
Tattooing fish with your claws.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a pretty cool fucking bear.
Yeah.
A lot of people around here, they need something, they come to me.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty resourceful.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
You ever
Sometimes Winnie comes over. We
That's
just
a-
chill.
Yeah, Winnie's
Ooh,
also.
Yo, I don't even fuck with those Goldilocks bears anymore, man.
They're
Berenstein bears, they do my taxes. That's about it.
always Porsche's Berenstein.
Okay, that's my lawyer. The Berenstein bears do my
The
taxes.
Berenstein Bears. Let's not get into that one.
They somehow
Oh, you're not that cool of a bear?
they
You're not a conspiracy
They
bear?
somehow have
No,
all the
man.
berries and know how to save them too.
I'm the
Very
big
good at
Lebearski.
saving.
The Big Lebearski. Hell yeah, dude.
Rawr, rawr.
The White Russians.
Did you piss on my
The bear
my
dude?
leaves? Those are my leaves.
Those are my dude. They really tied the forest together. What is it? What does John Goodman yell in that movie? What is he like screaming that
Vietnam.
diner? Yeah, but
I don't know. Want to look it up?
you do
Yeah.
not fuck with a man. Something something. What does he say? I got to go watch Big Lebowski. Man.
Yeah, it never gets old.
What's your favorite bowling movie? Big Lebowski or Kingpin?
Never seen Kingpin.
You never seen Kingpin?
I just saw Terminator for the first time. No, I haven't seen
Well, if you've
Kingpin.
seen Big Lebowski, I figured you'd seen Kingpin.
No, I didn't watch Big Lebowski for bowling. I think you might be the only person who watched Big Lebowski for the bowling.
I didn't watch Big Lebowski really.
Really?
Bowling movies make me mad
I bet they do.
because I don't know whoever makes bowling stuff, whoever ever makes like anything with bowling to involve bowling,
Yeah.
they never film it right. They always film the ball hitting the pins the wrong way, and it pisses me off. I'm like, that's not how you throw it right, strike. This is stupid.
Yeah, but do you remember when we filmed that one scene of us? What did we have to film a million times? The golf shot.
Yeah.
Remember how long it took us to film the golf shot?
Yeah, because we made all those shots. It took a long time.
Yeah. So when
Yeah.
they do a bowling scene, they're probably like, we're not going to wait for this actor to get a strike. We're going to just fucking make it look
They
good.
probably just bring in one pro.
But it
just
never
fucking
looks good.
hurl 'em.
To you,
To you. To you.
it's a movie. You got to lose yourself in the music, in the moment. You got to own it. Never let it go.
Yeah, they never make ciphers in Detroit look real either, man. There's
They don't.
never a white guy in there going off on about shit.
Yeah.
For real.
Fucking mooning everybody.
Hey, dude, I mean, if you don't talk shit about Eminem, even though he's like the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's
Watch
from Detroit.
yourself.
Yeah, dude.
You
Before
getting on a
wreck
plane
yourself.
today? You getting on another plane
I'm
today?
about to lose my mind.
Yeah.
I've been going.
Oh, you're driving to Vegas, huh?
running out
Wait,
of
Are
time.
you actually driving to Vegas?
I need a doctor. Yeah.
You're
Like,
driving, you're not
19
flying?
hours. No. I'm never getting on a
Hey,
plane.
buddy, with your luck with flights, it'll take you about the same amount of time.
Did you say it's
Fuck it.
19 hours?
Yeah.
At least you have a car seat to sit in. Yeah.
Car seat. It makes it sound like I'm
Baby Phil. Now I picture Phil in underwear, same size, just in the fucking diapers that he wanted to wear. Just the sucking his thumb. Still
Yeah.
wearing the hat for whatever
I
reason.
thought of another stupid promo y'all probably hate.
Oh yeah, go for it.
It's the shower, and then one of us pulled out, hey guys, we got a live show. And then another hand comes out and keeps pulling back one at a time, and it's just like, and then it's Markus at the end.
Why is every promo you want to do just gay?
Because
as
it's
fuck?
funny.
That is
that's
funny.
not gay.
Well, you
Oh,
could-
3 men in a shower
We'll
isn't
have
gay.
Swim trunks on.
Yeah, come on,
Okay.
Marcus.
I know you were a
He was thinking
Speedo,
gay. He was thinking gay like we're centipede and both our, all of our
I
dicks
think
each other's
Markus wants
asses.
it to get gay.
Yeah, Marcus, you want it to
Yeah,
get
I want
gay.
it to get gay.
You gay man, you.
I hate that we
Is that why
dress
you
wear
quit drinking?
clothes.
You were having gay thoughts you couldn't control.
Buddy, I wasn't having any thoughts.
Is that what it was?
I stopped having thoughts entirely, dude.
Did you?
Yeah. What do you think blacking out is?
A
No,
fun
but no
time.
one who's blacked out drunk is thinking beyond
Blacking
3
out.
seconds.
Is like the right before the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
a good
but when
time.
blacking out is like the middle of the day, it's like, oh, fuck. That's not good timing at all.
It's kind of crazy that you do so much damage to your brain that it's just like
Yeah, your brain just turns off.
carnal instinct in 3.
My
2,
brain, when it was
1.
drinking, I was like, you ever have an old phone and it just can't handle a day without being on the charger? Like
Yeah.
it'll die on you at
Mhm.
your phone will be at 20% and it'll just turn off.
Yeah.
That was my brain drinking. I would just black out after. My brain would be like, yeah, we know where this is going. We'll just cash it in early.
That's crazy. I don't really ever think I've truly blacked out except for once.
That's so
Oh, I've blacked out so many times. So many times I can't remember them.
Yeah.
I feel like I get sick and fall over before I black out.
Well, I know now it's like if I got to throw up, it's usually game over. If I'll go throw up, I'll make myself throw up. That's another thing with people who drink a lot and they're like, I got to throw up. And it's like, well, then go throw up. You did this to yourself.
You know what I do?
And it's like, well, you weren't there for me. It's like, what do you?
I take 1 tablespoon of uncooked oatmeal in between each drink. Just make oatmeal in there.
Oh.
Never throw up.
No,
That
because
sounds
then
like
when you
a
throw
ret-
up,
yeah.
it'd be like a
Like
chain
cinnamon
reaction.
oatmeal.
Just catch shit, dude.
Yeah, it'd just be so bad.
it's
It'd
like
just be coming
oatmeal.
out.
It
Be
sounds like a
cement
recipe
coming out
for
of your
throwing
mouth.
up, man.
No, it's like oatmeal. It's oatmeal in there.
Yeah, but
I
you
get
can
it. You
throw
said it's-
oatmeal up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then it hasn't been cooked until it goes in you, so it's a fresh oatmeal coming out.
Oh, you're saying for the flavor
No,
of the throw up.
and the bedding too. If you don't throw up, it's just good to have in there.
Yeah. You ever heard of eating before you get drunk?
I heard
I
about
hate
eating
eating before I
before,
get drunk
during,
'cause-
and after I get drunk.
Yeah.
Buddy, you look like you eat before, during, and after you get
It's the best time to eat.
Yeah. I don't like to eat before I get drunk because then I don't drink
You
as
look
much.
like you don't eat before you get drunk.
I like to eat
Yeah.
as soon as it starts to get a little out of hand.
I don't.
Second wind.
Yeah.
No, because then I'm done. If I eat, it's like I got to do one thing.
Then you
It's
switch
like,
to liquor.
that's true, but I know if I switch to liquor, then the hangover's 10 times worse. I try to stay away from the liquor, even though I
Right, if
drink
you
it.
eat,
No, dude, I don't want to eat.
go beer drunk, eat liquor drunk.
That's psychotic.
No,
way-
it's not.
You got to get liquor drunk, then beer drunk, then eat
Then sleep.
like a burrito, and then more beer until
No,
you
dude,
find
how
more
do you-
liquor.
How do you? I can't eat a burrito then drink beer after. I'm just like so full.
Yeah, it's way too many parts. Well, the rice, and there's like 1,000 moving parts.
Yeah.
I swallow a whole piece of bacon whole. I don't even chew it.
You're going to take a shit at some point. This is a 12-hour drinking day. You're going to poop at some point.
Oh, 12-hour drinking day. Then yeah, I'm gonna eat at some point.
Take a shit.
But I'm gonna eat like something small because I know I want to drink more, and that's more room for drinking beer.
Haven't
Yeah.
drank with Justin in a while.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to get drunk soon, man. Because I'm
Are we
about to live up
drinking
by him.
soon?
I'm going to be able to drive him around drunk. He's drunk. I won't be drunk.
Oh, cool.
I called Matt yesterday. I go, dude, we can do like LA style where you drive around and I can get drunk again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's perfect.
yeah,
that's,
it's
that's
gonna
what
be
you
a good
need.
time.
I go, dude, you can drop. Yeah.
2.5 miles is how far I live from him now.
Yeah, I mean, you can get hammered.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get hammered in solidarity.
yeah.
I'm about to go to Vegas, guys. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, dude, this is cool. You're going to Vegas again. When did you go to Vegas last time? A month ago?
Who knows?
That's crazy, dude. I'm jealous of you. That's really cool that you're going to Vegas again.
It is kind of cool.
How is Wise Guys? That's where you're going as Wise Guys?
Yeah.
Pulls out his wallet.
Do you got any casino cards in there?
No, but I'm making sure I have my card so I can afford to live while I'm there.
How much cash you got?
Got $12.
You need all that?
Hey, dude, $12 in like if you work at fast food, if you go to eat at fast food places, that's like $100 in fast food. People, if you give them cash, you might make money giving them cash.
Vegas is terribly expensive. We're staying off the strip the entire time, I think.
Yeah, I get that, but I was just
Give that to who? Like as a tip?
no.
He's saying if you give that money to a fast food employee, they will
Oh,
give you the
yeah.
wrong change
Little
back, and you'll
callback.
actually
Yeah,
get more
I see
money
what
back.
you're doing.
Yeah,
I
that's a
like
callback.
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Sorry.
could do that. I could do that, I guess.
it would have been really good.
I could give them $1 bill and say, no, it's 100, you idiot.
Yeah,
I need 80 nuggets.
yeah.
80
Now.
nuggets.
Honestly, if you actually get irate enough, that might work.
That's what I realized.
No, someone told me this is $100.
Dude, if you order 80 nuggets, you're going to be at that fast food place longer than you were at the airport, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
You're going to have to put nuggets down.
I don't want
Dude, just write 2 zeros in Sharpie next to the 1 and see if it works.
I don't want to fly for months.
Yeah, that's why I don't fly. Not because I'm poor.
What was that movie with Tom Hanks where he's stuck in the airport?
It's one of my
Mission
favorite
Impossible.
movies.
Mission Impossible, yeah.
It's Tom Hanks.
Terminal's
Dun-
great.
Terminal is
Dun-
great.
I never watched it.
It's a commentary on a lot. It's really good.
Mm-mm. Good people watching at the airport, though, right?
No, it was at like 1 a.m.
Oh,
It was
So there's nothing
watching,
there.
watching
people were watching you.
handicapped individuals try to vacuum vast amounts of carpet while I'm trying to sleep on it. And then he comes up to me and he like pushes the vacuum into my feet. I'm like asleep. And I go,
Senor, I need to vacuum your bed.
no, he wasn't. He was Atlanta.
I need to vacuum.
He was in Atlanta.
Yeah, go ahead and do that voice.
Motherfucker, I got to vacuum your bed.
Yeah, but he's touched. So
But he was touched.
Gay?
No, like challenged.
Oh. Excuse me, sir. I
Yeah.
need to vacuum your
But Atlanta.
bed. Excuse me, motherfucker. I need to...
What the fuck?
Hey, I was working
It's
on it.
basically just Justin's Red Lobster voice. But anyways,
Yeah.
Sir, I need you to move your feet because I need to vacuum this shit. It's 1 a.m. What you thinking?
It's literally me with my noise canceling headphones on. Like the moment my eyes are about to shut, I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. And then I'm like, you can't leave this 6 feet of carpet of the 10,000.
Imagine if they would have the next day. There's just a body print of Phil's body, just dust and
Bro.
dirt.
There was a professional Frontier flyer there. She bought an air mattress. She knew.
She brought an air
And
mattress.
it fit in like the size of like a fanny pack. She pulled that thing out.
That's genius.
Yeah,
with an air
It's
I will be
genius, but it's
doing
also
that,
crazy
yeah.
and sad that this is why people don't fly Frontier because
Yeah,
you have to
buddy.
create literally a Frontier
Can you
to sleep at the airport.
Can you fly Delta next time?
That's a good joke.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the issue with the flights, right? I'm always down to pay the extra double the price for the one no stops,
Yes.
one-way flight or no stop flights. This was $287 to fly to Baltimore and back.
Yeah.
The next flight was like $1,300 American Airlines one way, and it wasn't in time.
Jeez.
There's no direct flights from Baltimore.
Baltimore, man, get your shit together. And it does suck because it's like
Baltimore. It's Frontier, dude.
Well,
it was just the rain. It's not like
also
Baltimore's
Austin.
like I can't.
No. I'm saying those are the only flights available. How late did you book this?
Like 2 weeks before.
Okay. Yeah.
Seems normal.
But there's just not enough Austin direct flight. There's not a big enough airport. Austin's small. If you'd have
Is it
flown out of
really-
Houston.
is that really why you couldn't get it? Because there was no direct flight to where you were going.
No, there was a couple direct
But it was
flights. they were
$1,300. Yeah, that's
But that's because it's Austin. Where I bet if you looked up Dallas or Houston, you could have got a
It was
cheaper
like
flight.
450, but then I would have driven 3 hours there and 2. Yeah, but it's the weather was the issue.
No, I know.
That's what sucked. It was unforeseeable.
But the thing is, Frontier's planes can't fly through weather. Real
did.
planes can.
Get travel insurance.
Whoa.
I spent the $11.
Thank
Really?
God you did, because they
So,
would have been
I
fucked,
think
right?
I think I get my flight back
Whoa.
because they missed all the connection flights. I claimed I missed my work, and then, well, I mean, I did. I also missed my hotel room, which the flight insurance should cover as well.
Yeah.
So that's $120 right there. I should get back, and then $287 for the flight. So that's $400 I should get back from purchasing the best $11 I've ever spent.
And you know what? It's going to be so easy to get that back. You're just going to have to call somebody at the airport because they're always there to answer your phone calls. And then when you ask for your money back, it's going to be
No,
so
it's through
easy.
AIG. It's an insurance company.
Oh,
They're the ones who went bankrupt a while back, right?
I don't know.
did they?
Yes.
Really?
What?
Well, this is like 08. Everything went bankrupt in 08.
Well,
Oh,
still,
yeah.
but did the government
That's
just be
because their
like
parents
slap the
were-
wrist? and be
Did
like,
the
"It's
government
okay"?
bail them out?
Oh,
Yes.
that's so good, government. You bailed out insurance companies, even though they can't bail us out when we need insurance. You fucking faggots.
Are you a corporation?
Jesus.
I can't stand the government, dude. Am I a
Really?
corporation? No, I'm just a person working for the corporations,
Mm.
trying to survive.
We are going to need to talk to Justin about the Iran war then. This
Yeah, we can
seems
cover
like a
this.
perfect time to bring this up.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
is it
love
a
to hear
war
about
yet?
war because I still don't know where Iran, who's good or bad.
They're basically still fighting over to figure out who gets to claim Jesus.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Guys, just let you know, everybody, if you want to know about Jesus, you just
Come to church.
believe.
It's crazy that we are the Western world and we're like, yeah, we kind of took we have our own guy. Isn't that kind of ironic to be like, yeah, we don't really get involved because like our dude was like different. He was like not the same.
Is
Our
that
dude
what
was
it is?
chill.
It was not Jewish God and it ain't Iranian God. So
Yeah, Iranian guy.
So for real, so what's happening in
Muslim guy.
Iran?
So, Iran
Oh, it's
is, ne-
Iran?
is
You're gonna
next to Iraq.
you end up with a fatwa on his head if you're not careful.
Yeah, okay. Middle East,
Middle East.
right? Sand
By China.
everywhere, sort of. Getting towards China.
Is it in Asia?
It is technically in Asia, yes.
I got one.
So,
On the edge of Asia, you almost missed it.
yeah, and no one heard what he said. He wasn't talking to the mic. So, here's what happened. Israel, right?
Yes.
Really mad at Palestine, their neighbors. So they bombed them a bunch. Everyone got mad at Israel because they're picking on their neighbor Palestine, who's just a little buddy, right?
Yeah.
And then Iran
Yeah.
and is a big Muslim country. Palestine is just a tiny little group of Muslims, not even
Yeah.
a country.
And who flew apparently the plane into the World Trade Centers? Who was that one? Who was that?
It wasn't a country. It was a group of terrorists called Al Qaeda who were based in. Actually, they came out of Saudi Arabia, sort of, but they spent a lot of time in Pakistan because we couldn't really find them when they were in Pakistan.
Okay. So it's a different group.
It is a different group, but no, but really, it's a different group. It has nothing to do with 9/11.
Okay, cool.
But it almost kind of has.
I was just wondering, see if there was a connection.
Kind of has. It definitely a connection. So long story short. Israel and Iran are just bombing the shit out of each other right now, which is scary because those are two big nuclear countries.
Oh.
They got nukes.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
There's a conspiracy that nuclear bombs don't even exist.
Tell that to Japan.
I mean,
well,
yeah, I know it's a little insensitive, but it's a crazy conspiracy.
That's what a nuclear.
The issue right now is
an
that
atomic bomb is the same thing as a nuclear bomb?
I think Israel has successfully destroyed all but one of their nuclear facilities, right? In Tehran.
Like yeah. Tehran is the capital of Iran.
Right. There's 10 million people there.
Yes.
Recently, Trump tweeted that everyone needed to evacuate Tehran at like 2 o'clock in the morning, causing like a fucking frenzy. And essentially kind of inferencing that Israel might like
keep bombing.
Nuke Tehran.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So it's way over there.
So they didn't nuke them, but they're shooting a bunch of bombs over there.
You know what their problem is they don't have Hill Country Fare.
They don't.
They need some decaf coffee
They
over
have
there.
Halal Country Fare.
So they can sleep. So they can slow down. Because they're drinking that espresso all the time. They need to get some of that decaf.
They need some decaf.
We
to go with
know
their
people
hookah.
that were in Israel during this.
Really?
Yeah.
We do?
Yeah.
Who do we know?
We just know them pretty well. They work on a big show in town.
Oh, okay.
But they were stuck in Israel, and this morning they posted their story that they were able to evacuate by boat.
Nice.
So they had.
Oh, they were there during this?
Yes. Yeah. During the missile strikes, they got out. Thank God, right? But it's just like that's how serious the situation is. Is like they got on a privately owned boat.
Did they go for a vacation?
Yeah. But I'm not talking like a cruise. I'm talking like a wakeboarding boat, like a boat. Then they got across the sea type shit.
Nice. Type
Crazy.
shit.
Yeah. It's bro, it's weird.
That breath that he just took.
So,
it's weird, man.
It's pretty bad.
And they're bombing these people because they don't believe in God?
It's a little ass backwards, man. Israel gave Palestine a really, really hard time, and that upset Iran for a long time.
That's one way to put it, dude.
A really, really, really hard time.
Yeah.
And that ruffled Iran's feathers because they're also they're a Muslim nation and people.
Yeah, and they're also birds.
Right. And then Israel has also not liked Iran for a long time. And after the assault on Palestine for such a long time, Iran was like, all right, it's time to stand up for little brother in a show of force and ourselves. And then they developed, or I guess equipped, supersonic missiles that could break the Iron Dome. You know what the Iron Dome is? It's Israel's defense thing that shoots things in the sky and stops missile strikes from actually hitting. It's pretty impressive. We're actually trying to get one in the United States called the Golden Dome because our president loves gold.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking villain from a cartoon. And
I love gold. It's gold. It's gold.
How about a smoke and a flapjack?
Bong and a blintz, cigar and a waffle.
But they're successfully, or I guess the word wouldn't be successfully, but they are indeed bombing Tel Aviv and other areas of Israel now. And Israel's the kind of place that's like, I don't know, Netanyahu left.
Netanyahu's
he
head
fleed.
of Israel.
He fleed and is
Head of Israel?
Head of Netanyahu.
The guy who started bombing.
He's been bombing everybody.
And now he left? What a pussy.
yeah.
It's like throwing a punch to start a big group brawl. And
then you leave.
It's a pretty big
where's that guy
catch-22
at?
because
Ted Cruz shit.
Catch that guy.
they're guysing
Punch
it
him in the
behind.
face till he stops breathing.
He is a war criminal. Like Netanyahu, the only reason Netanyahu won't end the war is because
He'll face trial
he'll face trial. He'll get put on trial for war crimes. Unless the war is still
I
going.
mean, Israeli forces shot 50 Palestinians trying to get food from a reserve truck the other day. Just mowed them down. No reason. Families getting food from a truck.
Yeah, food trucks.
And this was all because of Nimbu Dhabi or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was Nibadabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
That journalist. they killed.
Netanyahu.
Oh, he is a Yahoo.
He is a Yahoo.
You Yahoo?
Dude.
You know what? What, dude? Seriously, such a bitch move. Yeah, just like go kill everybody, and then
Be
I'm
careful.
gonna go
Netanyahu.
That's what missiles sound like before they strike.
Yeah.
Is that serious?
Netanyahu.
Oh, you want to know who the head of Iran is?
Yeah.
The Ayatollah. That's the name of the person who's in charge of Iran.
It's sticky, Justin. It's a
Sounds like
sticky situation.
Sounds like a Native American name.
Yeah.
Because if you take away our American ideals, you understand that, well, with the American ideals, you could make the reason that radical Islam and Islam have some pretty weird ways of thinking and handling social norms that the Western world is like just not comfortable with, even though we are trying to,
like having sex with 9-year-old women and covering your women in plaster all the time,
like
beating the shit out of women and beating the shit out of dogs,
and throwing acid in faces of people,
stuff like that.
Yeah, and putting out fatwas and religious. Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
and then that's a reason to be like, well, we're not rooting for Iran, but the other situation is like, it's an area of the world who has tried to develop over and over again, successfully in some eras, but then the rest of the world has been like, no, bomb. All the way back to Genghis Khan. The Muslims had what we now know, the Baghdad batteries. They discovered electricity in like Mesopotamia era times, essentially, like ancient Egypt. And like even at that point, Genghis Khan.
But they weren't Muslim back then.
Well, that was a weirder one because Genghis Khan sent two ambassadors.
Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan?
It's pronounced Genghis. It's
Genghis.
Yes, Genghis Khan. But he sent 2 ambassadors to the Muslim countries. I can't remember exactly which one.
Were they Muslim back then?
Yes.
You're sure about this?
Yes, they were Muslim.
Okay.
They were
because ancient Egypt was not. Just
no,
so
this was in ancient Egypt. This is I'm
okay.
talking.
Mesopotamia was not Muslim.
No. I'm talking like early formed Muslim countries, same peninsula, same all that, right? Yeah. And then they sent them, and this goes back a long way because they killed the ambassadors immediately. And then so Genghis Khan was like, big mistake. And then he sacked the Muslim countries for like 100 years.
Can I make a point here?
Yeah.
It's almost like if the Muslim people are just going to slaughter everyone, maybe we don't let them develop a little more.
Muslim people. Radical Islam.
Radical Islam. Thank you, Sean Hannity. I appreciate that.
There's a difference.
Well,
if Muslim faith is very peaceful, typically.
It's so peaceful.
The
most peaceful.
It's so peaceful that we just need to kill people to make them show how peaceful we are because we want you to be peaceful like us. So we're going to kill you unless you don't want to be peaceful.
But it's also a good mirror aspect to be like, this is why we can't allow any religion to become radical in the United States, including Christianity.
Yeah. Well, again, back to Handmaid's Tale, it all just shows you they take over the country, right? They use God as their power, but it's really just powerful men that are really shitty that don't even follow their own religion.
Yeah.
Those people that are killing all of these people for religion reasons, you're going against everything that your religion stands for. It doesn't matter what your religion is because there's no way in your religion it says to kill masses of people. That's fucking bullshit.
Here's the crazy thing. In Islam, it actually does say to kill masses of people.
Infidels.
Yes. The Quran says kill the infidels.
But
the infidels are
most
who aren't Muslim. Yes.
Most religious text has been misconstrued. Yeah. And like, okay, whatever.
I'm just saying, I've been working on this bit. I've been doing it at Mike's where I'm like, I'm not Muslim. I know I look Muslim, but I'm not. Unless you're with a terrorist group, then I already converted, actually.
Have Muslims
you don't got to kill. I'm just looking for my wife. They all look the same. I can't tell which one's.
Have Muslims ever crusaded, though? Like the
That's
Christians?
who they were. Yes.
They've done crusades.
Were Catholic against Muslim.
But
it was a home game for them, but they were.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Muslims, buddy.
Yeah.
They got home field advantage every time.
But
are you kidding me?
The Christians were the crusaders, right?
Hey, buddy, do you know what the Hagia Sophia is?
I don't even know what a crusader is.
The Hagia Sophia is a landmark, right?
The Hagia Sophia was the biggest church in the Roman Empire, whatever, right? It was the biggest church, fanciest church, right? Mm-hmm. It's in Turkey, modern day Turkey. The Muslims have turned that into a mosque. It's been a mosque for a while now.
Is that the Hagia part and the Sophia part's like?
No, that's just what it was called before. I don't know what it's called now. It's called some fucking.
Sounds like an ugly bitch named Sophia.
Hey, all I'm saying is,
Hag Sophia.
Dude, if you think that the Muslims don't try to gain territory and take shit over, you need to do your history, man.
I just want to know why these people. I just want to know why people they press religion so much. I just want to know why they have to put it in.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's again. So it's not about the religion. It's
No.
about control.
There you go.
So and that's the whole bullshit. So you're not really you're using your Bible as a scapegoat. You're
Yes.
using your whatever Quran as a scapegoat. But in reality, you a bitch.
yes,
And
you a
people
bitch.
do that all the time with the Bible, though.
And the
Yeah.
Quran.
So don't be
And the Torah.
too hypocritical.
They
But I'm
don't
not
really
saying-
do it with
but
the.
I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to go kill someone because they don't go to church.
Right. Everything's fucked.
no, but
anyways.
that's my point. Is like radical Islamic terrorists
Yeah.
will kill you for not going to mosque,
Yeah, and I'm saying it's 2025, and I think that
and
they
they're
need to
still
grow up.
doing that hardcore.
And it just needs it's stupid. I
You wanna
think
hear
that-
something
I don't think
crazy?
they have anything else to do. That's why they're doing it. Maybe go find a TV or something. Go watch some TV, dude.
Yeah, you need
You ever heard
CNN.
of TikTok? You can
They-
stay on that for hours, dude, and just
they think that they think that those are evil influences.
yeah. Oh, that's an evil influence. Fucking television, entertainment's evil.
Propaganda.
Well, they don't have time for TV. They got to pray 5 times a day.
yeah.
It just pisses. It's just so annoying.
Yeah. You want to hear something crazy? Did you know
Religion. It's a waste of
Muslims controlled Spain longer than the current monarchy
Yep.
in Spain?
So Morocco is such a cool place, right? It's a really big fusion
So
of
what
culture.
It's a fusion of culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the king of Spain kicked all the Muslims out like 500 years ago because they were just like, this is crazy.
Oh, we're not gonna let you. We're not gonna let you.
It's crusade shit, yeah.
Crusade.
The whole Crusades is just like because Muslims took the Holy Land. They took over the Holy Land, and then the Catholic Church was like, this is the birthplace of Jesus and Christianity. We can't just let Muslims
It's
run
also
it.
the birthplace of. That's the thing, man. Is all these books start in the same place. Someone should have picked Texas.
Allegedly, they did. Pick
The
Texas.
Mormons. The Mormons. got it right. They
say
go.
that.
Whoa. Hear me out. Utah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna come for Utah?
But hey, listen to this. The Mormons have been kicked out of every place. It's not
Mormons are weird too.
being
man.
a Mormon
They're very weird.
is illegal in Germany. It's not considered a religion in Germany. It's considered a cult.
Really?
Mormonism. Yes,
Because it is a
100%.
cult.
They make a lot of money in the Mormon
Yeah,
church.
but in America they have religious protections.
It's crazy, dude. That's
They're all cults. Islam is a cult. Judaism is a cult. Tribe, right? Catholicism is a fucking cult with a big
Yeah.
fancy building.
yeah. I
Church
mean,
of
that's
the
what I,
Flying Spaghetti Monster.
I always thought. What?
Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's tax exempt. One of our friends started a religion today.
Really? Today?
Yeah, Eli Halpern got approved to be tax free for the interdimensional church.
Whoa.
Interdimensional church.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's on Zoom, right?
It's whatever the fuck it wants to be about. It's a tax break.
It's whatever it wants to be about is awesome.
Nothing in the world is real anymore.
Yeah.
That's why when they say we're now boarding zone 1, you can just go.
That's what I've been doing too. I got zone 5 Delta, and as soon as they hit like zone 2 or 3, I'm on that
Go.
bitch.
They're not checking.
They're just scanning the ticket, man.
They don't, and if they do see it, they look at it and they go, I don't fucking make enough money to give a shit about this.
I'm already
that's crazy.
here.
Every time I've
already here.
I just still remember that Frontier girl. They don't really care. They do care. If your bag's too big,
That's
Sir?
Frontier, dude.
sir,
I
you're gonna have to check and see
I
if that
pulled my
bag
disability
fits.
out on the last one. I made a couple of those guys feel like assholes
Yeah.
because I was like, I'm boarding first. I was carrying a 45-pound PA. I do have a minor disability, and I was like, it is going to take me a little bit longer to board. I have to walk up a ramp. I've been holding this thing for 2 days straight. I'm tired. I was like, lean into it. You know, you have it. Go for it. I go up there. He goes,
sir, I have a club foot.
He goes, just so you know, you don't have, you're only zone 1. I go, I have a disability. And he goes, I'm so sorry. And I go, yeah, you should be.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. What's your supervisor's name?
Yeah.
You're going to get a promotion because you're the only person who's ever said anything to me about it.
Damn, dude. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, you probably could have got first class.
I'm so back on my fucking no, people don't care enough for me to get away with shit vibe. It's such a real thing.
You were off that?
Yeah, where are you actually?
Just now that I'm back in more opportunities where I can take advantage of people, I'm doing it.
Hey, you were asking what I splurge on? Plane tickets.
That's right. You do.
I don't fly fucking bullshit, halfway house, fucking.
You don't do budget airlines.
I don't do budget airlines. I do
Okay.
budget everything else so I can fly Delta.
That actually is true. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Delta is where
It
it's
took
at.
me a second to
I
figure
flew
that
Delta
out.
first class once, and I go, I can't fly
Okay,
any
that's
other
crazy,
planes.
though.
I've
Delta
never
first
had
class?
issues
Have you ever done it?
No, that's
Fucking
crazy.
with one-way flights on any carrier.
Yeah.
I've never had issues with direct flights.
Direct.
I have.
flights. Yeah.
You've had issues with direct flights?
I didn't get on Frontier. Going to Vegas.
Well, that's because you got well, hold up. Your whole argument stands on sand because you fucking got hammered drunk and missed that flight. And they almost
I
got
didn't miss the flight.
They wouldn't let you on because you were too
The
drunk,
bag
Justin.
was too big. That's why. And then I got mad.
Sounds like your head was too big too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Boom!
We're
Fuck
rapping.
you.
Boom! Boom.
Whatever.
You do got a head on you.
Yeah, big.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Use the promo code WETPOD for 15% off your Delta purchases as well.
Yeah, use the code FATWA for 15% off your TEJAS.
Yeah. Tehran tonic. It's just water.
Make sure to say what's up to Abu Dhabi. What's his name?
Abu Dhabi.
Dhabi,
We stand with the
terrible
Abu
person.
Dhabians.
You're just beatboxing.
That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like. That's what their names sound like.
Shout out Israel. Shout out Iran.
Good luck over there.
Shout out all the homies over there.
Shout out
Stay
handmaids.
safe.
Yeah.
If you are watching this in a rubble pile, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Once that hits the cloud, like you're in. You know what I mean? Check out our live show in Fort Worth. And we're going to try to make a Middle East tour here soon too, right?
No.
No?
No, we're not even allowed to go to Wisconsin. We're not going to
You're not allowed to
I'm
go
converting to
Wisconsin.
Muslim tomorrow. So
Are you?
yeah.
Really?
Pray to Allah.
Pray to Allah?
Yeah, I'm going to be a crusader. I'm going to go stop.
Crusader was the Catholics, though.
Well, I'm going to be a crusader to stop all this fighting.
Jihadist would be the other one.
Hey guys, you know what? I'm going to end this podcast. You know what? Who's the bad people that needs to stop?
You want to see a picture of Muhammad?
Which ones need to stop?
Man, you're making me really pick a side right now, huh? The Muslims.
They both need to cut it out.
Yeah, guys. Hey, cut that out. Grow up.
Yeah.
Go get some dinner together. Go eat some curry or some shit.
What would
Jesus
Muhammad do?
Christ.
What would Muhammad do?
What would Muhammad
WWMD.
WWMD.
Think about that before you hit the red button to do your dumb shit again. And make sure you subscribe. We'll see you next week. This is the Works Every Time podcast.
Yeah.
Ciao.